Like I say, I didn't know it was going to be bought by Disney, because this was summer of 2012. Then they announced that Disney had bought Lucasfilm around Halloween, which would have been October 30th. It was announced, and we didn't know who the director was going to be, and then they announced J.J. Abrams, and it all came out. It was all very, very exciting, and I hope people are happy. It seems like, because in Hollywood, remember, kids, it's not important if it's of high quality, only if it makes money. Now, I don't want to, a good example would be Transformers. And to be completely fair to Michael Bay, I have never seen a Transformers film. I know they're among the highest grossing films in Hollywood history. I saw a trailer, and I'm too old to process that much information. The thing looked like it was edited in the Cuisinart. If you try and count 1,000, 2 1,000, and it's just mind-boggling. And they're cutting everywhere where you don't know where you are. It's cinema of bewilderment, But what I'm saying is, they keep making. All I'm saying is, I've never met anybody that's my age, or probably even your age, that say, "Oh, I love that movie." Most people are disparaging of that particular franchise, but they keep making them because they make huge amounts of money. And oh my God, I just realized this is all on film. But my larger point was, it doesn't matter if it's good as long as it makes money. So because The Force Awakens made a lot of money, I can't be. It's not ergo. It's good.
Fade in, fade in, fade in, fade in, fade in.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Are you bummed that Luke didn't get sort of a reunion with Han Solo?
Absolutely. In fact, when I was reading it, I thought, if Leia's trying to mentally contact me and she's not successful, she'll rush to his aid. She'll get close to him and then get into some dire situation, and that's when I show up for a big yay! Save her life. Then we rush to Han and are in the same position that Rey and Finn and Chewie are. Too late to save him, but witnesses. And I say, because it would carry so much emotional resonance into the next film. For us, his wife, his best friend, to witness, instead of two characters that have known him, 20 minutes?
Well, you're assuming that I train Rey.
Exactly. Sneaky.
Do I?
Sneaky.
I know, I have to be really careful. People say, was it difficult to pick up and wield a lightsaber again? And I go, do I pick up?
Is it difficult acting in this movie? Am
Well,
I in this movie?
I can promise you my part is twice as big as it was in Force Awakens. When I read 8, I told Ryan, I fundamentally disagree with virtually everything you've decided about my character.
Who is this guy? How did the most optimistic, hopeful character in the galaxy turn into this hermit who says it's time for the Jedi to end? I read that and I said, what? That's not what a Jedi does. A Jedi is optimistic. A Jedi has tenacity. He never gives up. He doesn't secrete himself on an island. But you'll...
Something that George initially set out to do was a kind of 3-act saga with these 3 trilogies. And I think we felt that we should honor and respect that.
Liar! Liar! Liar!
I think that the thing that George never did was maintain the status quo. And I think that that's really important because...
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you! I've kind of lost control of Star Wars, so it's going off in a different path than what I intended. But the first 6 are very much mine and my philosophy. And I think that philosophy sort of goes beyond any particular time, because it's based on history, it's based on philosophy, it's based on a lot of things. And the first 3 basically tell you how a democracy turns into a dictatorship. and you end up with a tyrant, the emperor. It's a very important now, where we are now in our political history.
And as always, may the force be with you.
I'm kind of retarded.
Fade in.
What's up, all my actual stars and Wookiees? It's Anna, also known as Stars Girl, and I'm joined once again by my wonderful, beautiful co-host, Jessi Milestone, Mindless Entertainment.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? I am your goddamn fearless leader of the Mindless Mob, and I'm happy to be here in the matriarchy. I feel lit by the sunset right now. It's just a ring light, but it's having a nice warming effect. So,
Oh, I was about to say it's sunset already. Really?
No.
Hey, are you guys having a heat wave up there?
yeah. It is warm here. It's very warm here, to the point where like the cats were like, "Nah, I'd like to come in off the porch." Actually,
Yeah, I like it. I'm like, oh, it's nice and warm finally. But then that means the mosquitoes come out, and I don't like that.
yeah, we don't get too many of those up here, but I did have a spider in here the other day. Ooh, and Pancake was trying to kill a bee on the porch. I think he killed it. He was trying to eat it, and he couldn't figure out how to eat it.
Well, hopefully he doesn't get stung. But there's a couple super chats that came in before we even went live. So let me read those before we get into our topics. Andy from the UK, Oh, what's up, dude? How are you? Thank you for the super chat. Hey, Anna and Poppets. Miss you both. All my love, heart. Oh, well, thank you, Andy.
We miss you too, Andy. It's nice to hear from you.
Isn't
Hey,
it crazy that Star Wars Celebration has been like years and years now?
God, it is. I was talking about how we got completely hammered and watched the Unicorn Store on our stream last night. God, that was a time. Wow.
We're like, it can't get any fucking worse, can it? And we're like,
hold my beer.
Why was that movie even made?
So that Brie Larson could declare that all she wants is a light black dick.
I know. A Star Wars tale. Hello, Russell. Thank you for the super chat. Poll idea. Is Boba Fett getting pegged off camera? I'm gonna assume yes. Is my my theory. Thank you, Russell Hall. Justin, what's up, Justin? I'm better at beer pong than Jessi. Undefeated, Anna. I'd like to have a rematch with you as my partner. I'll be in Cali mid-June if you're down. I hate beer pong because I don't drink beer. But here's my secret trick about beer pong. I will always make the first cup and the last cup.
Well, so here's the deal. You've heard the story of Memorial Day and how Justin, came in and paired up with that completely retarded person, yet they somehow beat me and my undefeated friend John in beer pong. And I told him he had infinite bragging rights, and he's used those rights to the nth degree. And so now he wants a rematch in June. And I said, Jeff is on my team, so he wants you to be his beer pong partner.
Got you. Well, when it comes to beer pong, like I said, it's either I will always make the first one and the last one.
Well,
I haven't played beer pong since 2015. So I wouldn't really trust my skill set right now. It's been a long time. And then Steven Steele, thank you for the super sticker. And it's a little cheers. I'm assuming with coffee. Thank you. I am still on my hiatus from caffeine, and I feel it.
Wow. How long has it been now?
I don't know. Ever since I said that I wasn't going to have any. But I didn't realize that caffeine was in chocolate. And one night I ate a ton of chocolate and I had a lot of energy. And then the next day I was a zombie. And I was like, oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Steven Steele, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Now you get all of the emojis. You see all of the emojis, which is fun. All right. So Jessi hasn't seen the Book of Boba Fett yet, the final episode, but we are going to talk about it. There is going to be spoilers. If you guys don't want spoilers, don't watch this stream or have it on in the background on mute. But Jessi, I'm going to share something with you real fast. There's not going to be any sound. But so this is a little shot from the Book of Boba Fett season finale, and they're getting attacked. So you see these droids. These droids belong to the Pike Syndicate. You know, the ones that Boba Fett has been having problems with and everything. Why is my camera so dark? There we go. It's brighter now. But so instead of actually getting reinforcements, it's like 10 people that show up from whatever Freetown. This chick, this dude, their little scooter gang, and then like 2 Gamorrean guards that are up on a hill that die. But so him, BK, is severely injured to the point where humans have to help carry him, and they're trying to escape, but the bad guys are showing up. So this is the big moment of let's fight the bad guys. So you want to see this great choreographed action scene?
I would love to.
All right, here we go.
I'm feeling this is gonna hurt.
He takes the time, instead of just crouching, to spin for no fucking reason and then shoot the people that are literally just standing right there in front of him.
That's so unnecessary. That's like, I hate when they do that so much in all things. I mean, it happens all the fucking time, and it's one of the most unnecessary and annoyingly unnecessary things, especially when there are bullets involved. It's like, bro, you're not dodging bullets. Calm down. Like, I don't.
And blaster fire. But so then, I think that they're gonna have a lesbian relationship pop in, because so remember how much of the show have you watched?
This so far, really none. I've been filled in on a bunch, but yeah.
So you didn't watch the last episode with Luke Skywalker?
No, but I've heard a lot about it.
All right, so Mando goes to, remember the guy that had the Boba Fett armor that was in Mandalorian season 2? Okay, well, so that guy's name is Cobb something, which is a terrible name. But so Mando goes back to that town to ask them to come and help out Boba Fett in Mos Espa, and so like 10 people show up in their little cart, their little speeder cart, and to help fight, and they all just they show up just to get cornered and run. I'm like, why didn't you guys, corner or surround them or something the way that they're surrounding you? They literally just show up to get cornered and run away. But so one of the chicks that shows up is a strong, independent, 15-year-old-ish black woman, and her and this Disney typical British chick have a few moments together, and then they all get cornered and they're all hiding, and then they're like, "Oh, we need a sniper," and it's like, "Well, no fucking shit, Sherlock. You would have thought about that from the very beginning." And so her and her new future girlfriend go up to become the snipers. And I'm like, all right, this dude, the spinning dude, with the enhanced vision, with this enhanced bionic eye that can literally zoom in and literally be your scope for the gun, instead of sending him up to be the sniper, the 2 strong, independent women go up and do it. And then they're on the rooftop making eyes at each other, talking about their, oh my gosh, I lived in the desert. I know what rough life is. And her going up the streets of Mos Espa.
The most amazing part of this whole shot is how this dude in the middle, that he needed these 2 to walk like seconds ago, and Spinny McSpinnerson like aggressively throws that arm away, and now he's just standing in a fight stance shooting bad guys.
I know.
It's
yeah. Oh, and then Mando and Boba Fett finally use their jetpacks just to fall back down and run away, instead of staying up in the air and taking out all of the snipers. And because a moving target is significantly harder to hit than a stationary one. So instead of staying up in the air, and then we get the Rancor gets loose by Boba Fett. He rides it around, and it basically is just Pacific Rim meets Godzilla versus Kong meets Star Wars. And I kid you not, Jessi, the Rancor climbs up on this big building that's kind of like the Empire state building and does that rah thing just like King Kong. And I'm like, all that's missing is a blonde woman in a white dress.
Right, and a couple of biplanes.
Well,
Jeez.
I think the droid counts for that, like shooting at it.
Yeah, I guess so.
And then so these droids in the background, they have these shields that nothing can penetrate, and Mando actually does get through it. And instead of cutting off its leg so it can't walk, he tries to climb up on top of it to stab it, which again, it's like, all right, that's where its little brain function is. I get it. But it's like, you could literally cut off its leg so it can't move. Just like what Obi-Wan Kenobi did in Attack of the Clones when he's in the arena with that one alien. And then guess who saves the day? Guess who saves everyone?
It's got to be a Whammon.
No, it's Baby Yoda.
Oh, of course. The only thing cuter than
So, in the last episode, Luke gave Baby Yoda a choice. You can either have this chainmail that Mando gave to you, or you could have Yoda's lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
And so Baby Yoda obviously picked the chainmail, left Luke, went and found Mando, and then he uses his little force abilities to take off a bolt from the droid's leg so it falls over so Mando can kill it. And then he uses his force to put the Rancor to sleep and then curls up next to the Rancor after petting it and cuddles with the Rancor. And it is the cutest thing I've ever seen. But it's so stupid.
Stupid is the word. Adorable, but stupid. But yeah, so okay. So based on this now, we've just
there's more.
I'm just saying, in terms of Baby Yoda's story, he's just now been like, fuck you, Jedi training. I'm just back with Mandalorian. And so this was all just a side ploy to randomly reinsert Luke Skywalker so we could parade him around and be like, look, we gave you Luke Skywalker.
Basically, I think it was a way to keep him alive so that way he doesn't get killed when Luke turns on Kylo and then they destroy and kill everyone. Which I have since been told that got retconned in a comic book, that it wasn't Luke and Kylo that killed everyone at the temple. And I'm like, really? You're trying to retcon the movie? Okay, whatever. But anyways, so with all of that, my thing is like, well, at least now that he left, it shows his flashback, how he survived Order 66, or it's not how he survived, but it's just him seeing all of the Jedi get killed by the clones. And I'm like, you know what? And, Anakin, well, it didn't show Anakin, but Anakin, killing people. I'm like, you know what? With little itty bitty Baby Yoda, I can understand why he's had kind of a bad traumatic experience with Jedi and why he wants to go to the nice Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe if you put a lollipop and broccoli in front of a child, 9 times out of 10, that child is going to pick the fucking lollipop over the broccoli. Luke Skywalker was offering broccoli to Baby Yoda, and Mandalorian's got a lollipop. Who the fuck do you think Baby Yoda is going to choose? The lollipop. Oh, but so you want to hear the most ridiculous part of this entire thing? Is everything that happened in the entire show was made completely pointless because Finnick goes and kills all of the bad guys in one scene by herself with no backup and one weapon. All of the bad guys are meeting in the Pike Syndicate office, which, by the way, the windows are literally just planks of wood with holes in them. There's not even any glass. So anyone outside could stand outside and listen to everything that they're saying. All of the people that were undermining Boba Fett the entire time were there. She shows up and kills them. They have no guards. They have no kind of security. She has no backup. She literally just shows up and kills all of them by herself. And I'm like, why didn't you just do this in episode 1?
I mean, so I was right that a Whammon did save the day at the end,
Well, technically, Baby Yoda saved the day, but she saved Boba from everything.
What? I keep being less interested in this the more I hear about it.
I don't blame you. Let me read a couple of these super chats. Russell, thank you for the super chat. Spinning accelerates the blaster bolt. And how come everyone in here isn't spinning? Let's see. Russell, thank you for the super chat. Are there Wookiee lesbians? No. Kyle, thank you for the super chat. I think the tone between the story is off. Mandalorian felt more like an epic adventure where Boba Fett feels like a side quest. You know what? That is actually kind of accurate. It's like when you get to the planet and you have to do all these little side missions. That actually is pretty spot on. And then Justin, thank you for another super chat. Whether you're down or not, or just unavailable, it's fine. The point is to see you again when I fly out. Okay, there you go. My thing with beer pong. Well, here's what I usually did. I would have like a drink in my hand, and if there was like a beer, well, we always played water pong because everyone would just drink, you know?
Oh yeah. I mean, that's fine. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be beer. If you want to drink, if you want to have a more palatable drink as your chugger, that's no problem.
I just don't drink beer.
We're adults. We can make our own rules.
No, I'm fine with playing beer pong. I'm just saying I haven't played in a long time, so don't put all your don't put all your stakes in my ability.
To be fair, Justin did beat me and my team last time. We were a solid team, and his partner sucked, so he pretty much did that himself. So,
so he's the good player then.
Yeah. Oh no, he is legit. I'm taking nothing away. So,
all right.
You basically are just signing up to possibly be part of a winning duo.
Oh, okay. I'm fine with being on the winning team. You know what was actually funny? When I was in high school, me and my best friend Hope, we were at a party and we were playing beer pong, and she was actually in another room and it was our turn. And I was like, Hope, come on, it's like your turn. And like she wasn't paying attention. So I was like, fine, like I'll just throw it. We both threw our balls at the same time and they both landed in the same cup. And we won. Hilarious. I know. Let's see.
Magical magic.
Anna hates the taste of beer. Yeah, I've never actually even been able to swallow beer.
Yeah.
Like anytime beer touches my tongue, I immediately spit it out and start gagging because it's so disgusting. Which, I heard is actually a benefit to me because beer makes you gain weight like crazy. And that's why a lot of girls, when they start college, it's like the freshman 15 because they all start drinking beer.
Yep. I had already been drinking beer by that point, so I didn't have that problem.
For you. Russell Hall, thank you for that. Why aren't there Wookiee lesbians? Because Dick is great, Russell Hall, that's why. 2-in-a-Watt Studio, thank you for that. When you think your directing style is John Woo, but it's actually John Poo. Oh no. Yeah, it was really, really bad. And get this, Jessi, instead of using the palace, Jabba's palace, as their fortress, they stay in an abandoned building that used to be the cantina that got blown up. And they literally just wait for all the bad guys to show up and kill them. And that's when they fight them.
Wow. That sounds it sounds like what we've come to expect, honestly, from the Disney Star Wars universe. Nostalgia grabs, some that ring more deftly than others.
Well, I'm interested to see you actually watch this episode and give like a more because you haven't seen it, so you can't chime into like certain parts of it, but it's stupid. It is absolutely incredibly stupid and a waste of time. But yeah, I know a lot of people were like, oh, it's going to retcon everything. And it's like, no, it's not.
Saves nothing.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people in my comment section being like, oh, I thought that this was going to happen. And then they did like everything opposite. It's like, well, yeah. What the heck? What you snacking on?
Bagel chips. They're everything bagel flavored too. So it's like an explosion.
Bagel chips.
Mm-hmm. It's like a bagel, but a chip.
A Star Wars tale, meaning Russ Hall, thank you for super chat. Well, what about broke back Wookiees then? I don't know about that. I haven't investigated that, but you can. Let me see. There's some other things that I had pulled up.
I would watch that. That would be a Star Wars spin-off series I would be interested in. Brokeback Wookiees.
Patrick T, thank you for that. Try flavoring meal with beer. Oh God, that sounds putrid. Guys, I have no desire. I have no desire to actually drink beer. Again, it makes you gain weight like crazy. It tastes terrible and it smells bad. Like at least with like certain tequilas, you can smell it and it's like, ooh, this is high quality. With gin, vodka, I don't touch. But it's like there's certain alcohol that adds that class to it, but I don't have any desire for the beers. Oh yeah. So you know what else they dropped today?
What?
Here is the poster for Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, it looks like a poster. It looks like it's trying to be like Lawrence of Arabia or something.
I know, right? Yeah, so it comes out May 25th. Now, I was like, do you think that they know why May 25th is important to Star Wars fans, or it was just random and they got lucky? I'm guessing it was random and they got lucky.
It's like 50-50, you know? Like it's sad to say, but yeah, I don't know.
See, what does it even say? Yeah, they got lucky. I think they got lucky. Then the
I
first
think it's
guess.
more likely. Spike and Madness, do you hate sand because it is coarse and rough and irritating and it gets everywhere?
Yeah.
I just wanted to, sand. It's terrible.
Wait, I have a clip for that. I have it somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Scroll. Why is it not here? Did I delete it? Did I delete my sand clip? Oh no.
Dude, have you been having any issues with the new copy police in copyright police in Japan?
No, I actually haven't. Why? What's going on?
The matriarchy last week got copy struck in Japan for the Stephen Colbert clip.
Okay, maybe just cut that one out then.
Oh, I was just thinking it was interesting because then Jeff had said he had he'd been having whatchamacallit, a couple of issues with his as well, and every time there was an issue, it was always just banned in Japan. That was always the same. It was always the same thing. So I think, I think Japanese YouTube is using like a new copyright police. They're cracking down on all of those stolen moments.
Let's see. Star Wars Theory says John and Dave have been busy on Kenobi. Are they even involved in Kenobi? Let's go to IMDb.
Let's find out.
Let's see. Are they involved in Kenobi? It says a short. Oh no, this is that one fan film. Is it not even on here? Oh, no, that's that one. Let's just go to Book of Boba Fett, and then maybe it'll lead us to it. Award, 3 nominations. What? All right, let's see. What is Jon Favreau currently working on? Mandalorian, Rangers of the New Republic announced, Book of Boba Fett. It doesn't look like Kenobi is on here.
Mm-hmm.
I do not see Kenobi on there at all. Let's see if we just click on. Is this even? It says 2 episodes. I doubt that this is true because, let's see. Do they even have? Here we go. There's the Kenobi one. Like how? Let's see. Okay, who's working on it? Hayden Christensen, Ewan McGregor. Doesn't have any of the execs on it. Wait, why is this guy in it? Oh God, this is gonna be terrible. Oh, Joel Edgerton is actually a decent actor. They got the original chick that played Aunt Beru.
Wait, why?
Well, not the original old lady, like the one from the prequels.
Prequel one, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. I saw a lot of people were making a big deal about him joining. I don't know who he is and why that's so important. But yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really excited to see this get botched, but I don't see anywhere it's saying who's the director or executive producer or anything like that.
I don't know.
I mean, cast and crew, I guess we can go look at that again. Okay, series directed by Deborah Chow. Series writing credits based on characters for 4 episodes. Jobby Harold, Hannah Friedman, Hossein Amini. All right. Series produced, Deborah Chow, Hannah Friedman, all of these people. Wow, I don't see Jon Favreau or Dave Filoni's name at all on IMDb. So I don't really know how they could be so busy on it, especially when Mandalorian and Boba Fett are like their baby projects. So let's see. So they would have been on the producers or on directors or on writers. So I don't see them in any of this. They're not on. Yeah, they're not even listed once here. I mean, you would think that their names would be on this somehow if they were involved, but their names aren't even listed anywhere on the IMDb page. So I wouldn't put much hope or faith in that John and Dave are working very busily at Kenobi, considering they're not credited a single time on there.
Yeah. Yeah, doesn't seem like it. But you know what? It's fine. There's a thing that happens though, and it's if you've had insider information before, or you've done something, you know, worthy of that level of attention, you have to make things up sometimes if you run out of real things to talk about. So,
well, I would say in this case, I mean, it might not be made up, but it could just be, you know, people passing around information that's not accurate, which happens all the time. Remember when they were planting like fake spoilers for, God, I don't even know what show it was anymore, but it was maybe it was a Marvel movie or something, but they were
yeah, I remember. I can't remember which one it is now, but yeah, it was all
when like we went through and it was like the fake leaks or like the fake information, and everyone was like believing it until it got revealed that it was fake. But so I think that might be the thing. If it's like, if you're told by like a reliable person that you know and trust, it's like, oh, it's this thing. It's like, well, you have no reason not to believe them, kind of thing.
Exactly. That makes sense.
Justin, thank you for the super chat. My Boba Fett tweet explains my thoughts on the final. And can we play beer pong and not drink beer? That's fine, as long as we defeat Jessi. There you go. There you go. I don't know, Jessi, are you ready for some friendly competition?
I can handle it. I can live. I'll survive. We'll still be friends no matter what happens, right?
Exactly. I'm not one of those people that hates you after
you lose. Suck it.
All right, let me get this poster so I can zoom into it. Let me get this up on the screen. All right, because we're gonna do a little deep dive into this Kenobi poster here. All right. I know, isn't that fun? So yeah, I just drag this over onto my computer screen. So let's take a look. All right, sand.
Oh God, so much sand. So much sand.
Okay. It looks like he's just kind of in a t-shirt, like a baggy long sleeve t-shirt.
Yeah, what the fuck? It looks.
Yeah. I get like ditch the Jedi robes, but
it looks very homeless person. It looks like very like LA homeless person.
Very much so. I'm glad I'm not the only one that saw that. So yeah, it you know, this doesn't exactly strike. It's not very striking to me. It's like, oh yay, Obi-Wan Kenobi, but I try to give it the benefit of the doubt, because I'm like, oh well, you know, he's traumatized because of Order 66. He thinks he failed Anakin. He blames himself, but I'm like, I can't even do that because I can't give them that much credit.
It's hard not to see a reflection of exactly what they tried to do to Luke Skywalker.
You
know, like visually, there's a lot of that, you know, grizzled, I failed, homeless bum look. Like it's echoing that in an uncomfortable way right here.
I like this. Great. Another show on Tatooine.
Fucking sand, you guys.
I know. Also, apparently Disney's like, oh, Star Wars, it's sand. They all just go to sand planets.
Everyone loves sand, right? There's some quote about sand, so people must love sand, right?
Yeah, Patrick T, thank you for the super chat. And it's a little emojis of art and painting eyes. I know I haven't done an eye painting in a few days. I need to get back on to that. I'll probably do one tonight. I think I've spent so much time dedicating to my Twitch and getting that up that I haven't had time to paint. Russell, thank you for that. Beer pong is a drinking game. You need alcohol. Well, yeah, that's why I said I have a cup with like a mixed drink, and I would drink that. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I haven't played beer pong in a long, long time. But yeah, so what are your thoughts about this show, Jessi? What do you think is going to happen in Obi-Wan Kenobi?
So what do we know so far? Have we been told anything?
That Luke is in it from afar, and that a young Princess Leia is going to be in it, and Obi-Wan and Hayden are going to have a rematch.
Oh, right. That fucking rematch. Honestly, like I'm straining to understand how you can write a short series story that has all of that in it in a way that makes sense and takes place in between, the trilogies. I guess but like everything. I mean, Hayden and them having the rematch to begin with breaks lore. So I guess you could say he finds out somehow about one of his kids or where one of them are. Like he's looking for one of them, and Obi-Wan has to, defend, protect him from that. Like that would be my best guess for why that happens. As to Leia's involvement, I don't. I guess maybe he stays in contact. Maybe like that the bridge is that he stays in contact with Bail Organa, and so like that's the only excuse we have to see random glimpses into Leia's, teenage life or something.
Well, no, they hired a child to play.
Oh yeah,
Leia,
childhood life, like bitty childhood life or whatever. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. 200 thing with the super chat. Is he running from Jawas that stole his purse? I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's gonna go find. He was gonna go humanize the Sand People again, like they did that one time. But yeah, thrilling, right? This looks like it's just gonna be this epic, jam-packed adventure. But yeah,
it really just looks like this whole poster looks like Lawrence of Arabia. Like, it's sad.
Can I just say? You have a desert planet that doesn't have very much water, is pretty inhospitable. Why is there so many clouds? That means that there's a lot of moisture in the air.
Yeah.
You don't really see any kind of clouds on Tatooine. So I was like, huh.
It's for dramatic effect, though. That matters more than, canon or accuracy or anything that makes sense, right?
I feel like maybe they didn't and it was too bright. And they're like, no, there's some clouds in there. Because I'm like, this looks like just generic clouds that you pulled off of Google Images and you just photo bashed in.
Yeah, the whole composition, it doesn't look right together. Because like the color of the clouds on top really contrast awkwardly because they're not a pure, they never go to a pure black. So they kind of contrast awkwardly with the black at the bottom, It just looks sort of, the whole image looks very unbalanced.
It's artistic. If it was artistic, they would.
No, he said it's autistic.
Oh,
it's that. There you go.
Oh,
I agree with that.
Let's see. He suspected is they don't talk about it. They do talk about it a little. Vader says he senses Obi-Wan, but Obi-Wan doesn't say anything about Vader. Oh, you mean in A New Hope on the ship? Maybe. No, my thing, it's like if they just had it be a contained short little story where Obi-Wan is dealing with the fact that he feels guilt over Anakin because he thinks that it's his fault. Because he says, I have failed you. And so if it's just him trying to come to terms with that it wasn't his fault and that it was out of his control and that he did everything he possibly could and he still failed and it wasn't his fault. It was, Palpatine. Also, that corrupted Anakin. Like if it was just that, like one of those psychological man versus himself kind of stories, and it's him going through everyday to day life trying to come to terms with that and dealing with like the trauma of what happened. That could be interesting. I mean, a lot of people are like, how can Castaway be an interesting movie? It's just a dude stuck on an island with a volleyball.
Well said. Fucking broke my heart when Wilson floated away.
200 what to do think we should be at. Why moisture farm if you have storm clouds? Exactly. They'd comics. Anna, should I watch book of Boba Fett? I wouldn't. I've just been recommending people just read the spoilers for it because it's really a waste of time, especially with the scene with Finnick going and just killing everyone. I'm like, if you were gonna do that anyway, why didn't you just do that in the beginning and save yourself so much time? It's not like you got anything from them.
I have a thought that just popped into my head, and this is actually a critique that goes to the prequels, though, because it's why who originally thought it was a good idea to hide Luke with Anakin's only living relatives? Like, who thought that was a good hiding place? Who thought that was that'll be so sneaky, he'll never figure it out?
Well, maybe it's because they knew that he would never go back.
Maybe he's too scared of Tatooine. That's fair. Too much. They know about they're exploiting his PTSD.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of dark. That's actually really dark.
Well, I mean, to think about it, like, did Anakin really have any reason to go back? I mean, it's not that guy, or Owen isn't even his like actual brother.
No,
it's his
not,
stepbrother that he had no relationship with.
They're not blood related or anything, but still, it's like you would think, like, if we're gonna take your children anywhere, who would we hide them with? Okay, you know, Padme's family, sure, maybe, but also like you wouldn't think to just check with like your literally only living relatives, you know?
I know.
You wouldn't think to swing by and be like, hey, by any chance, guys, did someone drop a baby off with you? Like just checking, just wondering. Like you wouldn't, I don't know. I would just think you
Well,
would.
I can understand not giving it to Padme's family because they're a little too high profile.
Sure,
you know?
sure. That would be too obvious. Could be too obvious, but I just think that would be equally, you know, like a bad idea. Anyway, but maybe we'll address that, and maybe Obi-Wan Kenobi is written entirely to address that qualm. I think a lot of fans sort of came around to a similar consensus on what a cool side plot for this kind of story would be, where he ends up, you know, having to protect another community, you know, from an outside threat, and then ultimately has to choose between Luke's safety and you know, doing the right thing by these people, and creating and that kind of psychological, you know, conundrum and torment. And you could even layer that on top of the dealing with the feelings of failure and all that shit. And I think there's a lot of there were a lot of things that we wanted to see from this, and none of them included Princess Leia or Anakin.
Yeah, no, I actually have this like video that I filmed that's like an hour long of just me explaining like how this could work. But I also was like trying to figure out how to like retcon the sequels. Well, this is even before Rise of Skywalker came out. Only The Last Jedi was out at this point, and Force Awakens. But I was like, if Obi-Wan is trying to when we left off on Revenge of the Sith, and Yoda's like, okay, training for you, I have it on Tatooine from your old master who's learned how to return from the nether realms of the Force, Qui-Gon. Mm-hmm. And so if it's Obi-Wan getting taught by the Force Ghost of Qui-Gon how to, you know, become one with the Force and all that, but he's got to let go of his anger or of his guilt and all of that. And so what I thought this is the only way I thought it could work, and I still stand by this, is if Obi-Wan is having, you know, like just like where he's meditating and he's having this like mental projection of how to come to terms with it. And so it's, you know, when you got to face your fear, like if you're afraid of spiders, you got to face the spider and stuff like that. And so he conjures up his vision of Anakin, and he's reliving what happened on Mustafar, and then he's going and having basically flashbacks through all the times where he noticed things and he didn't pick up on them because he just wrote it off as, oh, Anakin's, you know, 19 years old. He's having a temper tantrum.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Anakin as Darth Vader, he's in his like little rejuvenation, like little Darth Vader chamber, and he's giving into his anger because it's like he lost his wife, he lost his child, he lost everything. And so he's like, he's got to go back and get angry. So he's doing the opposite of Obi-Wan. Well, they're doing the same thing, but he's doing it on the other side of the spectrum, where he's just getting angrier and angrier and angrier and angrier. And then he manifests his idea of what Obi-Wan is like then, and Obi-Wan's doing the same thing with Vader. And then that's when it's like, well, you got to fight it to overcome it. And then once you fight it and defeat it, you'll be done with your pain and you'll have moved on. And so Obi-Wan in his mind is fighting Vader. He defeats him. He defeats the dark side. Anakin, you know, resurfaces and is like, I forgive you. It wasn't your fault. I made the mistake. I love you, my brother, and then dies. And Obi-Wan wakes up from his Force vision meditation thing, and he's come to terms with it. That's why when he sees Vader in A New Hope, he's different. And you can even have this be a very traumatic thing that ages him a lot instead of just having Ewan McGregor in his, you know, 40s. But, and then with Anakin, it's the opposite. He kills Obi-Wan out of anger, and he gives completely into his anger and his hatred, and he, you know, wakes up and he's more powerful, and he kills basically all of the stormtroopers and all of the lieutenants that are around him. And he's like, I am full of hate. And so you get to see a fight with two different endings, and it doesn't break the canon because obviously neither of them have met, and they both do believe that it's a Force vision, and you can still use that stupid thing that was introduced, that Rian Johnson introduced the Force Skyping. Well, the Jedi bonds have been a thing since KOTOR, and I believe actually even before that in some of the books. So it's because they're bonded, and so it's like they both don't know that they actually were there together fighting with their mental projections, their meditation. I was like, that's how I would do it, and I think that would be good, but that's just me.
I don't think also, if you had gotten Liam Neeson to come back and you basically wrote like a fun, like a introspective melodrama about, you know, this man and his Force ghost mentor, and, you know, learning how to let go and deal with the past and accept the future and all that shit, and, you know, and all those elements. I really love that, like, idea of doing a parallel, you know, his journey of learning to let go and become this wise old master while Anakin's, you know, devolving into hatred. It's like there's so many things you could do with that, and they're just not even capable of taking those routes, you know.
Well, hey, in his little house, he could also have had, like, when he was leaving the Jedi Temple. Remember when he changed the codes to warn all Jedi to stay away from the Jedi Temple on Coruscant? It could also be he saved a bunch of holocrons, so you could literally just have Obi-Wan in a room with a bunch of holocrons, and let's say he saved a couple Sith ones, and so there can be that temptation that the Sith ones are glowing and they're speaking to him while he's sleeping, and he needs to have that there just to keep himself in balance and keep himself checked, so that way it's like the temptation is there, but I'm not going to touch it.
Yeah, exactly.
But because they're there, it could be drawing bad things to him, which, like you said earlier, how it's like, he's got to pick between like this town of people or protection of Luke, and so because he's got the Sith holocrons, it's, you know, bringing the bad things to the town and affecting people. And that would be a way to introduce new Jedi every single episode, with him going through the holocron and like learning from each one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Russell Hall, thank you for the super chat. Here's the problem with Obi-Wan's life on Tatooine. It's fucking boring. It's just sand, campfires, and hours of monotony with brown clothes. Me and Jessi both gave good examples of how it could be made interesting.
Now, the thing that I'm worried for that is the Amazon series that's going to be about hobbits, like the origin of hobbits. And I'm like, that is boring. Like, that is, we're gonna watch. I mean, no offense to hobbits. Hobbits are delightful. I think they're wonderful creatures, and the world needs more hobbits. But watching a race become the more settled version of themselves just doesn't sound like an action-packed fun adventure show, you know? And
I don't think that's what it's about.
Well, that's the thing is, if it's not about that, then it's dishonest to Tolkien's legacy, and so that's the problem.
I thought it was about like the forging of the rings in the Second Age.
So we were all told, there was that whole article that was about, you know, about how it's going to focus. The most recent thing was that I saw anyway, unless there's been something new, that it was going to focus on the race of like pre-Hobbit people and how they've settled the Shire and all that.
I never saw that. I saw that it was all about Galadriel and that it's about the rings being forged.
There was a whole thing too, because it became this race thing. It was a whole article about how the Harfoots and the light whatever things, and how they were making it all about races and about having multicultural hobbits and shit.
Let me see. I saw a couple super chats come in. Let me try to highlight them. Patrick T, thank you for super chat. Darth Vader was fueled by his rage. Why wouldn't he go back to Tatooine and visit his mommy's grave? I don't think he needs a crying session. It'll rest his suit. Annie McCallum, thank you for super chat. You need to check out Boba Fett. Check out Boba Fett spin video. I think we did. We did play the spinning thing from the episode. Let's see. Russell, I think I read that one. 2 thing the super chat. In Empire, Vader was searching for son of Skywalker Vader. You know, there was that planet that had the droids that ended up with Han Solo on the Death Star that took the plans to the Rebel base. Yeah, there's a lot of little little loopholes there. Billy Tucci, what's up, Billy? How are you? Thank you for the super chat. Just watched last episode with my son. It was idiotic, childish shit. Yeah, no kidding. I'm like, you have jetpacks, you finally use them, and you just land to be shot at again. And it's like, Mando, I think he dropped the Darksaber and doesn't even pick it up again. I don't remember him picking it up because he got distracted by Baby Yoda. But you know what was funny, Jessi? So they're on a little chariot thing, and it's the lady with the really bad perm, and she had Baby Yoda, and Baby Yoda force jumps onto Mando to hug him, and it's so cute. But then the droid shoots the droid that's pulling the chariot, so the chariot flips forward, and in midair, Mando grabs Baby Yoda to protect Baby Yoda, and the whammon slams flat on her face and loses a tooth. So I'm just like, oh yeah, well, I mean, you can't save the whammon because you'll be called a misogynist bigot. So gotta save the baby and let the whammon fall flat on her face.
That's fucking so.
Adam Wofer, thank you that you two are pitching a far better show in what will than what we will end up with. Even more reason they should. I'm assuming you missed out a word that said hire real fans like you. Yeah, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, if they need help, I will help them because I want this shit to be good, but they'll never call me. They hate me. Russell, thank you for the super chat. I hear you, Jessi, but the thing is, if we're going to watch an orgy set in Middle Earth, it should be a Hobbit orgy. Either that or treants. Oh God.
No, they did pivot from all of that press about. I think it was just one of those things where they were going for like, we're gonna have black hobbits as like part of their press. But yeah, they did pivot from that to the name is the Rings of Power now and shit. Apparently, there's a teaser dropping during the Super Bowl, and I could not be less interested though. It's just like that. I mean, that's just gonna be the next. It's gonna be the next Last Jedi. And
isn't Super Bowl this weekend?
Yep, I'm gonna be in Cincinnati.
Yeah, I think Peaches is gonna be out of town too. I have no way of watching the Super Bowl.
It's just on.
I think I'll just see the recaps on Twitter.
Do you not have like any live television at all? Like you don't have an antenna or anything?
No.
Just, like get one on Amazon today. Like get like a $10 HD antenna and just hook it up to your TV.
I don't really want to watch the Super Bowl.
Then no.
Yeah, I think I'll just paint or play KOTOR. I'll probably actually just be sleeping because my sleep schedule is fucked up. I actually woke up like 2 hours early to do this stream.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've been sleeping until like 6.
That's
and then I wake up and I'm up all night and then I go to bed in the morning. Well, I shouldn't say 6. I usually wake up a little bit earlier.
Is your gym schedule kaput already?
Well, no, he's been out of town, so I haven't been able to go. I can only go when he's here because he has the pass and I use the guest pass. But no, actually it was working out that I would wake up and then we would go to the gym and then I would hang out with him a little bit longer and then he would go to sleep and I would go to work and stuff like that.
Reasonable.
Let's see. Russell or Andy McAllen, thank you. Have you seen the Book of Boba Fett, the spin vid? Yes, I played it earlier. I can pull it up again since we have some people that missed the spin. I did pull it up in the very beginning just to show Jessi.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
It is beyond stupid.
Oh,
maybe I should just have it on playing in the background.
This great move in the Boba Fett finale where they're all limping around and then all of a sudden there's some bad guys. And so what do you want to do when you set up to shoot bad guys? Obviously, on the way to ducking to your knees, you spin forwards to your knees like you're in a rap video or something. Like a hip hop video. No, it's not Boba Fett. A hip hop video. A hip hop video. Yeah, it's like a great little. Yeah, come check it out. Come see. Come see this little move here. It's
Oh, that's pretty. Wait.
Yeah, that's how you would shoot people, right?
I get you want to add a little flair to the character, but
it's a lot.
You're gonna get shot like 5 times. Like, ready?
That's
Ready?
a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He got
Also,
shot 10 times.
this guy like couldn't walk on his own, and now you're just like, yeah, you can do it, buddy. I believe in you. The power of lasers.
Well, you know what's funny is right after this, he goes back to needing them to support him to stay up.
Yeah, no, he's only fueled by the power of being shot at.
Yeah, it's very dumb. Russell Hall, thank you about Peaches is out of town. You say funny. Cecil hasn't been streaming very much lately and keeps complaining about back pain. Fuck you, Russell Hall. No, Peaches has had his daughter, so he goes out of town so he can be with his daughter. I might go, but I have so much work to do. That's the hard thing about going out of town is like I don't have a laptop and I can't get any work done when I'm out of town. So it's I don't know, it's a hard sell for me, but it's like I want to spend time with him and my family, but at the same time I can't.
Yeah.
Let me see. Annie McCallum, thank you for the super chat. Check out the meme on Wood Landstar channel. Does he have a Twitter or something? Let me see if I can find that. Alrighty. I don't even know what that channel is. Wood Landstar.
I'm calling Jeff because I need something from him and he's too far.
Is this a channel or? Because all I'm getting is like wood.
Yeah. I need
all
water.
I see is wood and like.
Have you seen your text already? You should look at them.
Okay.
Curse of the Oak Island in Rush, Season 9, Episode 14, premiere of The Dig.
Yeah. So yeah.
What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry. I should have muted. Jeff was getting a water from Jeff. I meant to mute and then I forgot to.
What were you gonna tell me? The text you just really fucking high.
I didn't mute.
I don't. So I looked on both YouTube and Twitter. I cannot find a single account called Woodland Star. So I apologize for that. Patrick D, thank you for that. Maybe there's been internet.
I'm back.
Out
Okay.
of
Oh yeah, you should go out of town and see if the internet's better. It usually is. I've actually had better luck with.
I don't have my big computer to go out of town with me, so it's not going to make a difference with that because I wouldn't be able to stream regardless because I don't have a laptop, which I probably should get one. But
I'm glad I looked at my phone just now because I have 45 more minutes left to customize my farm box, where I'm just going to get a random assortment of fruit. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be distracting. You know how it is.
Annie McCallum said, type in Book of Boba Fett spin on YouTube. Okay.
Oh, is there a remix? Of course there's a remix.
I guess so. Book of Boba.
All right. Cara orange. Ooh. These are all okay. This actually is kind of a nice looking assortment of fruit. There's a lot of oranges going on though.
I see Chris Stuckman. I see Star Wars comics. I see Vader's Lair. I don't see anything here for a meme video. It's like Mark Hamill reacting. Oh my god, I didn't even know this was a thing. Mark Hamill reaction to Luke Skywalker Boba Fett. Oh, I actually want to watch this. You'll have to link it to me some way, Andy, because it's not showing up on my feed. Let me see.
Lies. Maybe he has different videos in the UK.
Maybe.
I think we should decree that all Indies are now officially from the UK. We have 2 of them. It's a pattern.
Russell, I think we should be that. Blaster shooting a lot of throwing. Wait. Blaster shooting is a lot like throwing a discus. Discuss.
No, it's not.
Discus.
It is. He's still trying to defend the spin move. It's just no. This is indefensible.
No, Russell's just trolling now. Yeah, no, it just. I missed your super chat. I apologize. I will go back and try to find it. Go away, thingy-majig. Let me see. Oh, Macy Van Dusen, thank you for the member chat. Howdy, ladies. How it goes? Haven't watched Book of Boba Fett. You do not need to.
You know.
No, 200 Watt Studio. I got this super chat. I read it. It was the Empire, and Empire Vader was searching for son of Skywalker. I read that one. I have not missed your Oh, there's another one. Let me see. 200 Watt Studio, thank you for super chat. This morning, Cecil said he's going to see his daddy. Oh, shut up. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Let me see. Annie McCallum, I'll DM it to Jessi on Twitter. Thank you for that.
Opening the bed.
I did a video on all of the rumors that ended up not being true and stuff. And so apparently people thought that the Kira chick from that Han Solo movie was going to show up. And I was like, yeah, sure. They're going to get Emilia Clarke to show up on the shitty Book of Boba Fett show.
Yeah, I don't think they could afford her for that.
I do not think they can afford her either.
Yeah, that's another range. Okay, here we go. Do.
Okay, let's see.
All right. So
Maybe mute it though.
what? Mute it. Oh yeah.
I don't get it. Oh, it's just clips of him shooting everyone with the spinny thingy.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep. That was fun.
God, this show is stupid. It was, as somebody that does enjoy fighting and stuff like this, Jessi, Yeah, I
Sorry.
did.
Did you see what was going to autoplay from the end of that video?
I did.
Us.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's see, but whatchamacallit? I'm going to be interested to see your reaction to this as somebody that does fight. Just how terrible the planning and the choreography was. It was god awful.
You heard one of my biggest...
Michael King.
Sorry, we're definitely on a delay, aren't we?
Are we really?
Yeah, we're getting a bad lag right now.
Shit. Okay, let me turn back off my camera.
Let me try
How's
that.
this?
That seems better. Yes, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, it's just my camera then that's fucking it up. Michael King, thank you, super chat. How can Luke tell Grogu to let go of attachments when he is caring for his dad that saved Anakin? Wait, what? When it was his caring for his dad. Oh, sorry, I read that completely wrong. Yeah, I know the whole Luke and the attachment things. It's like your sister, your friends. I mean, you don't really follow your own rules.
We're really, really
Thank you for the
good
super chat.
at destroying Luke's cannon, left, right, and center.
I know. Russell, thank you for the super chat. Adding insult to back injury, you know damn well that Peaches is the one paying for all the drinks, not to mention rent, lingerie, etc. No,
Cecil
he has
lingerie.
nothing to do.
No.
Yeah, no, not happening. Russell, you just know how to be the bane of existence, don't you? Sure. Another one, Russell. Speaking of attachments, what color do you prefer? No. Fuck off, Russell Hall. Thank you for the super chat.
For the color of
no wonder Luke failed Kylo as a master. Yeah, it's just, how can we fuck up everything about Star Wars, everything about movie making and storytelling in one go? Yep. And they're doing it. They're actually doing it. Thunderstorm, thank you for super chat. Luke's ultimatum to Grogu reminds me why I'm not a Jedi fan. Haven't seen 8 yet. I like spoilers. Smiley face. You don't need to watch it.
It
sucks.
Sounds like a train wreck. It's awesome.
It really is. Diano, thank you for the super sticker, and it's a little pear going thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate it. Robert Rodriguez fail. Also, with Luke sends Grogu back with R2, guess we can't retcon the garbage trilogy with an alternate timeline. The only way that they can do that is with Ahsoka with the World Between Worlds.
Yeah.
Which I'm the one that called out. I didn't see anyone else talking about that before I did. The moment I watched I watched something and I posted about it, and everyone said that I was fucking wrong. Everyone was giving me shit. Everyone's calling me out. And I was like, I'm just going to bookmark this tweet because when it happens, I'm going to post it and be like, I fucking told all of you. That's the only way that you can retcon Disney Star Wars sequel trilogy. Fan fiction sequel trilogy. John Harding, thank you for that. Hey, Anna and Jessi, greetings from the UK. Great live stream as always. Watch Star Wars Birth of a Monster. You won't be disappointed. Oh, is that a fan film? Interesting.
I will have to check that out. Thanks for the tip.
Yeah, thank you. Russell Hall, thank you for the super chat. Rainbow, Squirrel, Brown, Arctic Winter. Come on. No, none of the above.
Yeah.
No. Luke has Mara Jade in the U. Yeah. You want strong, independent women? Why didn't you actually look at the ones that you already had? No, they have to get brunette British chicks. Like, that's their token thing. It's like, get a brunette British chick. They got some kind of fetish with it. It's strange.
Yeah, it is a weird thing.
Let's see. Whatever. We're sticking with Rainbow. No. Well, Jessi, any news that you want to talk about? We kind of covered everything that we can with the Book of Boba Fett since you haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, that is true. We haven't had any time. Well, I mean, there's sports things. Oh, have I? Okay, all right. This is a little important. Have I told you about my? I'm thinking of. I might need your advice, Anna, because I'm thinking about entering the world of Super Symptom.
Of what?
Of Super Symptom. I've finally found the person that I want to super simp for.
Who is it?
His name is Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
You want to pull up a picture because I have no idea who this is.
He goes by the moniker MJF, and he's a wrestler. He's an AEW wrestler. And this is what happens. This is all Jeff's influence, obviously. Here, we'll pull up a variety here. So anyone in the chat familiar with MJF? The legend, the hero, the super heel. So yeah, he's a bad guy. He's a giant dick bag. That's his thing. His gimmick is to be a giant bag of dicks. Like just this spoiled kid, basically, but like with this body. This is the body that he has. And he comes out wearing this stupid fucking scarf, and he's obnoxious on the mic. He's a great shit talker. And then he fights people. Oh God. This is delightful. What he just the kid in the picture is giving somebody the finger, and so they took a picture and retweeted it and were like, "Hey MJF, I think I found your biggest fan," and he retweeted it and was like, "Is it too late to abort?" I'm like, this is why you're my hero, because you have no shame. You have no scruples whatsoever. You're just a jackass. You're just a giant douchebag, and you look like that. And I'm here for it. I'm just fucking here for it. I wanna go to AEW shows with a poster that says DTF for MJF. I want to go to WWE. I'm going to go to WrestleMania this year, which is a completely different company, dressed as MJF because I fucking can. And that's the life I want to lead from here on out. And if he's ever nice to me, I will publicly lambaste him for ruining the illusion and ruining all my dreams. So that's the end.
Well, there you go.
Anyway, he is a delight, though. He really, I mean, I don't know how else to describe.
Can you get a close-up of his face?
What?
Can you get like a close-up shot of his face?
Is that the important part?
Well, I mean, they have to have a good face.
Let's see.
Because what if it's like a butter face?
Oh, he's not, but let's see.
Okay.
Let me find a quality MJF face picture. There.
John is taking credit. He said, "Body by Malin. Women love bad boys." Jessi likes a little bit of dangerous side things.
There. Is that enough face for you? Can you see where I can do
You're not sharing anything.
Oh, damn it. Hold on.
Let me read a couple of these. Russell Hall, thank you for that. Get it sticking. Shut up, Russell Hall. DJ Fox, thank you for the member chat. Mando and Baby Yoda were the best parts of the show. Macy Van Dusen, thank you for the super sticker. And it is a rose. How pretty. Thank you. Wolf Spain, thank you for super chat. Technically, she was part of the game and was good. If Disney didn't write the book on character assassination, she would have been good. Now, not so much. Yeah, I don't want Disney to touch any of the characters that I like. Also, they introduced Cad Bane and they just straight up killed him pointlessly in this episode.
There's my boy.
All right, let's see.
I have shared him with you.
Oh.
All right, go on. Come on. Don't be shy.
It's a hard pass on my end, but to each their own.
You like weak ass Chin Cavill, so it's okay.
Cavill has a much more like a stronger chin than him. This guy doesn't even have a cleft in it.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, he doesn't even have like a predominant jawline. It literally just goes straight into his neck.
What are you talking about? There's a massive shadow underneath his jawline.
Yeah, under where his chin is. If you look to the side where you see his neck under his ear, it goes from his ear straight
the way
down.
his head is turned.
I know.
That's
he
because
just
he's
doesn't have a strong
a professional athlete, so he has massive traps, and the way his head is turned, those particular muscle group happens to bulk up in the picture. Also, there's a scarf.
Henry's bulkier than him and more masculine. And this guy's blonde. There's nothing masculine about a blonde man.
In a fight. This guy could take Henry Cavill in a fight easily.
Well, to be fair, this guy does that for a living. Henry doesn't fight for a living. I'm sure if they had some kind of like arm wrestling or kind of lifting kind of thing, that would be a different type of way to check their skills. But he doesn't do anything for me, but I'm glad that he does something for you.
Also, like where you're saying it goes, he's also wearing a flesh-colored scarf, like right there at that point of his chin.
I know, but I can still differentiate the difference in values and hues.
You're just a hater. You have eyes for only one derpy-looking dude, and you don't understand the magic.
I don't think Henry's derpy. No, this guy is not my type at all.
He doesn't have to
in
be,
my opinion, I think he's a bit of a butterface, but you know what? To each their own. And he makes you happy, and you like him. So congratulations for being a super simp, Jessi.
I'm just saying, my choice. I've basically chosen a super villain, and I'm very happy with my decision. So
there you go.
I'm very, very happy. Reese, I've seen Jade Cargill. So okay, here's a funny story. There's a wrestler named Jade Cargill in the AEW, and there's a wrestler named Nyla Rose in the. What I should do is put pictures of these two women next to each other and see if you can guess which one the trans one is. Because they're both actually solid wrestlers. But one of them actually looks pretty much like a just pretty kind of round woman and was a man. And the other one looks like 1000% muscle and pretty much a man and is, as far as anyone knows, biologically female. It's very strange. It's very strange.
Are you going to share?
Oh, did you want me to pull up pictures of these women?
Yeah. I thought you were going to show it. I've been waiting. I'm like, all right, let's see it.
So conditioned. Honestly, Anna, I'm so conditioned to talking about wrestling around people like Mary, who the second you talk about it, like, I'm asleep, go to something else, new topic, please. And I'm like, oh, wait, you're actually listening. Okay, cool. That's exciting.
Well, I mean, you're describing what they look like. It's not like you're actually talking about the wrestling.
I mean, literally, trust me, people tune out. Okay, let's see if I can. All right. So let me see.
Andy McCallum, thank you for the super sticker. And it's, a little thing that says mood all shinily. Thank you. I think I saw another one come in, but it's not showing up on here. But I got the little red notification thing that there was one. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I apologize if it was like a members chat or something. Something did scroll across my screen, but I cannot see what it is. But thank you. Anna is not impressed. LOL. I'm not impressed by the way that this StreamYards thing isn't showing my super chats. Oh, there we go. Russell, thank you for that. Can we assume Jeff will be cosplaying a pair of blue and yellow underpants and boarding school jacket with a flesh tone scarf for Valentine's Day? Oh, God.
Oh, don't give me ideas. Don't.
No. Do you guys have any plans for Valentine's Day?
We do, actually. We'll be in Cincinnati, so Jeff has made us reservations somewhere. And, and that's all I know. Yeah. Sorry. This is going to take a second here because I have to build a side-by-side for you.
Gotcha. All right. Well, then I will continue to just discuss things with the chat. So while Jessi looks that up, I guess we can talk about
now I've got to follow through.
Let's do a little recap of what we talked about. So Book of Boba Fett season finale was absolutely terrible. It was made completely pointless by Finnick just going in and killing all of the villains in a less than 1 minute scene. with absolutely no pushback whatsoever. She could have just done when they showed up on the planet, just like they showed up, killed Bib Fortuna, got the Jabba's palace, took over the city. Why didn't he just send her off to go assassinate all of his enemies so that way he would be the only one in a position of power? They should have just done that from the very beginning, but instead they didn't, and they did in the last episode. So not only are they dumb, but they also just made everything that they did in this entire show pointless. Same with like Baby Yoda going off with Luke and then just leaving to go be with Mando. Like, what was in the point of him finding Luke so that way Baby Yoda could be trained and be safe? And then the second Baby Yoda was presented with Mando again because Mando missed him, Baby Yoda leaves Luke to go be with Mando. So everything was pointless. The ending of Mandalorian Season 2 was pointless. This entire season of Book of Boba Fett was pointless. It was all pointless. And it was all made pointless by this episode. Russell, be sure to share pics. She will.
Is anyone else also a little over this business where like if you want to be caught up fully with one character, you have to watch every other fucking show in the universe because you never know when they're going to pop in and out and, you know, advance their story in an important way in a completely different show?
Yeah, that was like the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. thing. I was like, I have no interest in watching this.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, you got to because they're going to have something with the Avengers. And I'm like,
That was because wasn't like Arrow and the Arrowverse thing did that, you know, with the Flash and all that as well, I guess. And yeah, it's just like it's cute as a gimmick, but then it just becomes exhausting where you're expected to keep up with every second of every piece of media, and there's just like who has time for that? And now they're doing the shit with the Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett, and it's like, come on.
Macy Van Dusen, thank you for super chat. My plans for Valentine's Day will be to eat, go work out, eat, and sleep. Oh, there you go.
All right.
Let's see.
Here's the two most masculine women in the AEW. And one of them literally was a man, and one of them was not.
Are you gonna tell us which one was the man?
You can tell, right?
Yeah, the feminine one was the man, wasn't it?
Yeah, of course. You know, and you can, I mean, if you really look, like the thing is, there are like she's got thinner hips. Well, now hold on a second. Which one do you think of as the more feminine one? That's actually a good question. Which one are you regarding as the more feminine one though? Initially, when you said the more feminine
one that actually has like the hair and the makeup and the costume done, that's more feminine. I would say as far as like not natural, but it's what you do to make yourself appear more feminine. But the other one with the handprint on the crotch, that is most definitely more the way a woman would acquire some extra padding. And I would say
no, sorry. Yeah, no, that's wrong. Yeah, the one with the handprint on the crotch was the man.
Oh, okay, so never mind.
Yeah. Yep.
I got it wrong then.
Yeah. That's what I was saying, because I was like, if you look at like I'm saying more feminine, I'm like, if you look at the it's
I'm so confused now.
Yes. The handprint crotch was the dude. And I do think her body looks more feminine than the other one, than the one with the sparkly red.
Yeah.
It's weird, right? It's weird though, because you're like,
well, her photo is like super, super like airbrushed, photoshopped. Even her wig, blonde hair.
The blonde hair. She looks pretty much exactly like that in the ring, though. Like I can tell, I can see where they've.
Well, I understand that, but I'm saying with photography that I can see what they did there, and even her wig, they blurred in the line.
But the hardness,
you don't get it natural.
The hardness of her body, like the shape and sculpt of her muscles, like that's legit. That's real. When you see her in the ring.
Well, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the things on like her face and the like how they make her skin like have absolutely no blemishes on it, and there's no fly hairs from her wig.
Yeah.
So
but I think she actually has bigger hands than that. So the one with the white hair, that's Jade Cargill. She's the one who's biologically female. The other one, Nyla Rose, with the handprint on her crotch. I was born a man. But I like Nyla Rose, I think she has smaller hands than Jade Cargill, the super buff one.
I have giant hands too, so there's some women that have big hands.
It's just really interesting, you know, when it's just man is related. They're both men. No, Jade Cargill is not, unless she's just completely not out. Everything purportedly does not say that she is. She's just a very body built woman, which is I just think it's a really fascinating study of the human body, you know, because they're
saying Jade has a daughter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's, you know, legitimately a woman. So, it's just, it's crazy that you're like, all right, in this one company, they have this, oh my God, our trans wrestler. And yet at the exact same moment, at the same level in the same company, they have a much more masculine wrestler that's biologically female. It's just like, it's kind of strains the brain a little in a weird way, you know? I'm like, I don't know, you know, it kind of, you have one person at one extreme edge for their gender and the other at the opposite, and how far they've crossed over those lines with that. Like, I don't know. It's just, it kind of, I'm not trying to weigh in or make any definitive statements on anything. I just think it's a really interesting look at the divergence in the human body.
200 Studio, thank you for the super chat. Jessi, seriously, that dude is clearly a man. Andy McCallum, thank you for the super chat. Time for bed. You ladies have a wonderful day. Oh, well, good night. Thank you for stopping by.
Good night, Andy. Thank you for being here.
Russell Hall, thank you for the super chat. Add to Underwater Studio. Agreed. Interesting. What are you agreeing to, Russell? I'm suspicious. Russell Hall, thank you for the super chat. Oh, thank God. I thought I was turning gay.
Okay. So he was attracted to Jade clearly, and was worried that he had had picked wrong. Okay, I see what's up.
Macy Van Dusen, thank you for the super chat. So long, y'all. Have fun. Live long and prosper.
Night,
well, thank you. Have fun as well.
Thank you for being
here.
Good
night. Thank you. Russell Hall, was that taken before or after she popped out a kid? I think after, because you can tell by her belly button.
Yeah. And I was gonna say
some women after they have a baby, or when they're pregnant, their belly button pops out, and then some women it doesn't go back after they have the baby. Okay. So that's a sign.
There you go. Yeah, and I do think this is a pretty recent photo too. So
yeah. Let's see. You read my super chat wrong. Okay, I'll scroll back. What did I say? Let's see. What did I say? Okay, let me read it again. Jessi, seriously, that dude is clearly man happy. Oh, I did read it wrong.
Yeah. Which dude is man happy? And my MJF, he's definitely not gay.
I have no idea.
Not gay. MJF is not gay. So don't even suggest such a thing. Anyway, it doesn't matter because I would never leave Jeff for him anyway. So.
There you go. I think it's just one of the things with these gentlemen is that we just like to look at them. It's like having a doll, right? It's like, ooh, I got the Malibu Beach Barbie, and Jessi's like, oh yeah, I got the outer space astronaut Barbie, and I'm like, oh, you have
I'm like, oh yeah,
I do.
I got Bad Boy Ken.
I know, right? It's like that's kind of what. It's not like we're sitting here being like, oh yeah, we fantasize about actually being with these people. It's like, no, it's just it's fun, Exactly. I mean, to each their own if you do. But
I just want MJF to verbally abuse me because Jeff is so nice to me. I just need MJF to verbally abuse me once in a while.
Jessi, look at that hairstyle. Come on.
Oh no, he's just very, very preppy. He's just I know the type. I know the type, Russell. I went to school, unfortunately, with too many that the funny thing is I hated this type of person in high school. Absolutely couldn't stand him. And yet, like, he's playing the character, he's playing the parody of the thing. So I kind of love it in that version. I don't know why. I do adore it.
Claudia, thank you for the super chat. Random, but I never understood the physics of lightsabers. They're made of light, which is weightless. You should be able to fence them. You should be able to fence them, but I get it's not as flashy and cool looking without the big swings. I would just say it's science fiction. You don't really need science fiction fantasy. You don't really suspend the disbelief that they have come up with the technology to use crystals in machinery to create a lightsaber sword thing.
Now, that said, there's an interesting point there because the earlier versions of lightsaber fighting were more like fencing. Even with some of the flash and pizzazz that you'd expect in sci-fi, they still were grounded in the idea of a light, quick type of sword fighting where you could, very, very immediately move the blade around. And okay, you're pulling out of the reality to make it a more Eastern-based style in the prequels, which is predicated on using a heavier blade, so it doesn't make as much sense. But it really does go to hell in the sequels when you're literally swinging this thing around like a baseball bat. When you do have something that you could manipulate with your fingers, therefore making the tip one of the fastest things that could possibly move, and you're electing instead to pull your arm backwards and swing it like a baseball bat, it really does just, there's the suspension of disbelief works for the choreography in the prequels and for the originals, absolutely. But when it comes to the sequels, it really does. It just strains it too far. It's like there's a point in sci-fi and fantasy where it's like, okay, but why did you choose to make it this thing if you're literally not gonna, treat it like this at all? And that's where you get.
Well,
to
it was weird because the original trilogy, George Lucas specifically said he's like, I wanted it to be a two-handed weapon, and then they switch it all up for different types of lightsaber fighting, which I get because you would try to, since each lightsaber is made differently, you would try to use it to the best of your own abilities, but it just, I don't know. When it comes to the technology, I'm like, they literally have beaming technology in Star Trek. They have a Stargate that you walk through this water circle thing and it takes you to a different part of the galaxy. I can suspend my disbelief for science fiction reasons. Patrick T, thank you for that. Cecil is Rosalind now. No. Stop with that, you degenerates. 200 watts today. Thank you for that. Jesse's crush is man happy. He likes the taste of male. Oh my God. Don't antagonize Jesse.
Dude, he's not. And it's fine if he is, because I don't want him in that way, but he's clearly not. And all you need to do is just be alive to notice that. Like, listen to him on the mic. He's just clearly not. He's an asshole. It's to life.
You guys want to see something wholesome? I haven't done something wholesome in a while, and this is going to be the last topic because I am going to have to get going right at 6 because me and Peaches do go to the gym. So let me pull this up. I think this is the right screen. Okay, so Critical Drinker posted, who would you like to see me as a guest on this week's happy hour? It's with my power to bring them on. I'll make it happen. And then this gentleman right here said, happy hour with just you and that Star Wars girl would be amazing, or with that Chris Gore. And then me and I guess Chris Gore both liked it, and he shared the screenshot. And then he's like, it's a like off. And then me and him had like a little meme back and forth.
Nice.
I thought it was wholesome. I haven't done something like that in a while, having like a little meme backing off. So I wanted to share that with you. But yeah, guys, if you ever want to see me or Jesse on other people's shows or channels, the best way to do that is to let that creator know, or else, we don't. Like, if you ever want to guest on my channel, you have to @me and let me know, or else I'm not aware that would be something you guys are interested in.
True story. We had a great show last night. I had Mad on and Itabo Kuyan, and we were so offensive. I don't know how. It's great that YouTube decided to cancel me for its own reasons years ago, because I just say whatever the fuck I want on my channel and I don't get canceled. It's amazing. Mad said the J word like a zillion times and we didn't even get struck down. So.
Like the J from Japan word?
No, Jew.
Oh.
Yeah, we let him go. Jew? Oh no, dude, it's like, dude, apparently only I've been canceled enough that I can talk about my own people. But yeah, no, usually that's like one of the things you talk about Judaism and Jewish stuff. It's like, nope, put this behind walls. You can't learn about this. Nope, we have to cancel your history. We have to cancel it all. Goodbye. But yeah, no, we were just going to town. It was fun. We were brutal. It was nice. Bad. It was terrible. I should be canceled for the shit we said last night. Yeah.
A Star Wars tale. Thank you for that. Well, Russell Hall, thank you for the super chat. Honestly, the only form that makes sense is form 2. There's no reason to use 2 hands unless the blade drags in the air and you need more force. Well, that's what George Lucas wanted. Claudio, thank you for the super chat. Weren't the Jedi based off of samurai originally? Yes. I actually had to talk about this. I can't remember who I was talking about it with, but I was on a stream and we were talking about. Oh no, it was me. I was doing a stream by myself, and the chat was the one that brought it up. Yeah, these people, I guarantee they've never seen a Kurosawa movie, so I'm not. It's just, it is what it is. But anyways, yeah, we're about at the end of the show. Jessi, is there anything you would like to say or plug? I have all of your links in the description of this. Is there anything you want to say before we head off? Anything you want to show?
Thank you. Yeah, just that on 1/7 Live Friday, 2 days from now, I will be having my friend Adasa over. We'll be doing our first Comfy Bitches stream. We'll be doing a Galentine's Day special. We'll be watching Dirty Dancing and basically doing a riff tracks to Dirty Dancing while wearing our floofiest floofs. And it'll be great. So you should come and watch the end.
And what day and what time will that be?
That's this Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific.
Alrighty, on your channel, correct? Mindless Entertainment.
It's going to be on 1/7 Live. Right, so that's on one.
Oh,
so that's
1/7 Live. All right.
Yeah, that's where I do most of my streaming. It's a lovely, lovely platform. Also, go over there to support Team Salmon in the LFL. We are like minutes away from winning round 3 and moving on to the final round, which means that I will be one of the final 2 teams, and I'll win a beanie automatically. So that's pretty cool. And if we win that round, then I win a hoodie, and that's super cool. So I really want that to happen. So guys, go support Team Salmon on 1/7 Live for the live stream.
Nice.
Yeah.
The super chat came in, so let me get it. Claudia, thank you, super chat. Samurai influence explains two-handed thing. Yeah, that's what George Lucas was going for. But thank you for the super chat. Everyone, I have a secondary channel that's Star Wars Girl Live where I re-upload my live streams. This channel or this video will be re-uploaded there along with all of the other Matriarchy streams. If you ever missed one, all of the links for them are in the description of the video. Also, shameless plug. So I've been trying to grow my Twitch channel because YouTube does not like live streams, and they will, suppress your channel for doing it. So I decided to move all my gaming over to Twitch. And I've been pretty good about streaming on there every single day. So I qualified for monetization over there, and I applied for it. Just waiting for the approval. But here's the link for my Twitch. If you guys want to see me play video games, I've been replaying KOTOR. Go over there and check it out. So yeah, that's about all I have. Oh, I also, another shameless plug. I have an Instagram, and I will be posting more pictures of my cosplays up there. So if you guys would like to go follow me on the Instagram, I have posted 2 of my. I'm going to do the 3-row thing. So there'll be 3 or almost for all of them. There'll be 3 photos for every character. So if you guys want to see more of my cosplays, go over and follow me on the Instagrams. It is that Star Wars Girl 77 over there. But yeah, that's about all I have to show. But everyone, thank you so much for being here, hanging out in the chat, interacting, contributing to the conversation. Me and Jessi really do appreciate all of you. And we appreciate, you guys showing up every single week. Next week, it'll be live over on Jessi's channel, which is Mindless Entertainment. The link for that is in the description of this video. And Jessi, thank you so much for co-hosting with me again.
Always my pleasure. Indeed.
And everyone, with that being said, Jessi, would you like to say goodbye to everyone?
Goodbye, wonderful people of the ether. Goodbye to the tube of yous.
Goodbye, everyone. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And may the force be with you, because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone.
I'll tell you where I thought I came in the forest, when the lightsaber goes like this and flies off. I said, oh, what a great entrance. Ah! Ray caught it? She hasn't even been to Dagobah for training.